Hi, gang. I wanted to share with you the trip that I took to Tibet in May of 2001 with a colleague. I was very honored to go to Tibet. This is Tibet in southwest China. We flew out of Chengdu to Lhasa, and Tibet is, I was there 20 years ago, and it was an underdeveloped area at that time. I don't know what it's like today, but I was very excited to go. So we went to Lhasa, and then we went to a place called Gyansa. It's 162 miles, and then we took Gyansa to Shigatse, and then Shigatse back to Lhasa. And here is you can see these three. This is the first leg, second leg, and third leg. We were there about 9 days. This blue arrow down here is Mount Everest. So we were pretty close to Mount Everest. So starting in Chengdu, this is a statue of Mao Zedong that you can see there, and he's waving hello to everyone. You can see that it's kind of polluted in Chengdu, and that was pretty typical of China back in those days. We got some funny pictures of signs where this says Qingdao Tingche Changshang Ke, but they translated it pretty badly. And here's another one. The smokeless area, okay? I think they meant to say smokeless. We went to a park in Chengdu, and it's pretty nice. I'm going to go through these slides rather quickly because there's a lot of them, but I want to give you the flavor of our trip in Tibet. And then this is a younger me in the park that day, and this is my colleague. His name is Larry Strecker, who I traveled to Tibet with. Here's a picture of Larry's concern because the little red dot there is "You Are Here" had fallen off the map. So we didn't know where we were. So next we're going to talk about our arrival in Lhasa. So this is coming in on the airplane. You can see that there's it's a very mountainous region and not much foliage. So arriving in Lhasa, that's our airplane getting off the plane, and we had a welcome of a band, the local band, and I don't think they do that anymore. But here is my colleague Larry with some welcoming guys. These are local Tibetans who, this is a prayer scarf that is welcoming us. These are Chinese military who were there, and you see the uniform and the hat with the 5 stars on it. The red. It's an emblem of the Chinese flag. So now more about Lhasa. This is the Jokong Temple, which is the oldest temple in Tibet, a Buddhist temple. Tibet is largely Buddhist. These are yak butter candles burning in the temple to around the Buddha. Here is a guy on the street who is, he can repair anything with his sewing machine. And I don't know if you want to go to this dentist, but there's dentistry on the street. This is an old woman, and she's carrying her prayer wheel. It's a prayer wheel that they carry. These are the kids. Somebody's fixing the sewer, and this is a great place for the kids to play. This is just a street scene in Tibet, in Lhasa, okay? And I think I'm going to, well, let me do this. This is a picture of a Buddha painted on the side of a cliff. And these are prayer flags, okay, Tibetan prayer flags. So I think I'm going to stop there with part 1 of the Tibet trip, and we'll take it up again in part 2.